Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire, and welcome to the daily forecast for Saturday, March 9th, 2024. Good morning. Happy Loki's Day. Hope it'll be a fun one. Today's astrology: the sun is in the sign of Pisces, mutable water, keyword compassion. The moon is in the fourth quarter Pisces, mutable water, keyword artistic. Mercury is in Pisces, mutable water, keyword creativity, and then it enters Aries, cardinal fire, keyword alertness. Venus is in Aquarius, fixed air, intellectual. Mars in Aquarius, fixed air, staid. Jupiter is in Taurus, fixed earth, practical. Saturn is in Pisces, mutable water, nostalgia. Uranus is in Taurus, fixed earth, renovation. Neptune is in Pisces, mutable water, imaginative. And Pluto is in Aquarius, fixed air, reformation. So we have some movement out of the planet Mercury, shifting things up a little bit. So the moon phase, of course, is still waning. Rest, relaxation, banishing ills is what we should be doing. The Pisces moon, we should retreat, meditate, pray, play music, write poetry, drift along the dreamscape of Pisces, but we should not over-intellectualize, spend too much time with crowds, or get caught up in other people's grand schemes. That can be a little bit more difficult on a Saturday. We might be out and about and we can't always avoid the crowds, but keep it to a minimum. And of course, if someone's trying to drag you along on something you have no interest in doing, resist. Now, day of Saturn. Saturn is all about responsibilities, discipline, and achievement. This is very no-nonsense energy, and it will absolutely hold you to account. Now, Saturn in Pisces, that leads us into the realm of spirituality and how we can develop in that area. So look within, cultivate your intuition, seek the magical within the mundane, and also use this as an opportunity to take a more disciplined, consistent approach in practicing your spirituality. That's part of the development. Today's tarot card is the Five of Swords. So the number 5 in this deck represents difficulties or challenges. The suit of swords, think air energy, projective, intellectual. And the keywords for it are lost competition, sacrificing integrity, and taking advantage. Ooh, sounds like there's going to be ample opportunities for us not to be working in cooperation with the Pisces moon just for now. Getting sidetracked onto things that we shouldn't be, not being true to ourselves, or, not being particularly honest and working to someone else's detriment just so that we can have, a little bit of advantage. That's what the Five of Swords is really all about. And this, I think, could be interpreted as both a warning for what other people might be up to as they get into our orbit today, but it could also represent temptation for us to perhaps act badly. So beware and be wise. Speaking of wisdom, today's Celtic triad reads, 3 things which the sincere will gain: favor, respect, and prosperity. So favor, this would include cooperation from others, including those who are in positions of power. Another reason to mind your manners. You're more likely to gain favor with people if you treat them with respect. Then respect, being taken seriously by one's peers. It's so easy to be nasty, hateful, to jeer and to laugh at things that really shouldn't be laughed at. What's really rare and stands out today are people who show genuine respect, genuine good manners. And so the people who are worth having a good opinion of, they're the ones who will respond favorably to that kind of conduct. And then prosperity, financials being in order and secure. I think that it does speak to people's professions. They don't really care what they do. They'll say or do anything. None of it ever really means anything. And, they might have success for a little while, but it's never really long lasting. It's never meaningful. They never really get anything out of it. Whereas someone who is sincere, or at the very least, they're a diligent and conscientious worker, and then the people who are really pursuing their life's passion as their life's work, they do experience prosperity because everything they're building, it's coming to fruition. It's going to be longer lasting fruition because it's built on something that's real, as opposed to something that was, well, this is an opportunity for a quick buck. Taking on longer term thinking, that's going to be very important in the coming years, I suspect. Now, for today's magical intention, it is balance, both because that's important for us magically, and Saturday is a very magical day. We have influences from all of the elements very strong on this day. Then you also have the business of it being the day of Saturn. If you are doing things improperly or in a disharmonious way, Saturn will absolutely let you know about it. But then on top of that, we are in Ostara season. We are starting to have that balance between the light and the dark, and we are having that shift of the seasons. So balance should be at the forefront of our minds just now. Now, for balance, we have the color gray, which is that balance point in between light and dark, or white and black. The plant is the ivy. Ivy is very good at getting itself to all sorts of interesting positions, but it's always balanced. It's always clinging with just the right amount of force in order to stay where it wants to be. Animal, the spider, I chose it for similar reasons to ivy because, as delicate as its cobwebs are, it's always very balanced. It's all of its weight and what it's doing in its activity. It's always just so. And then for the stone, I chose Apache tears. They are known to help bring balance to body, mind, and spirit. And I think we do need that more holistic approach to healing, and attaining balance, better balance, is certainly part of healing. So definitely make use of these energies or any others that are related to the intention in order to sort out imbalances in your life. Take the opportunity to fix things now. You don't want to find yourself in a bad situation where you may not have the luxury of taking the time that's required to really get things on a more even keel for you. Now, for our pagan practice today, you might, if you have opportunity and the weather's good and the plants are cooperating, go foraging for herbs for magical uses. This is a good opportunity for you to get better acquainted with the native species, which you should know about them anyway. Meditate on the tarot card Temperance. That can yield a lot of insight about balance just as a concept. And it can also help you spark some creative thought about where you might attain better balance in your life. Put a magical spin on today's chores. Take stock of your personal limitations. Can they be changed? And then make an offering to a magical deity that you most connect with. Finally, I leave you with a picture of a spring storm, a tornado. At the time of recording, there have already been certain areas that have actually seen their first tornadoes for the season. So it's getting an early start today. And it's a reminder that goes along with our journal prompt, because spring does come with its storms as well as its flowers. What storm are you in the midst in? How are you leaning on the gods to endure it? We're going to be so tested. Everything that's going on in the world points to us going to be continuously and very strongly tested in the coming years. And we're going to need all the spiritual strength we can get. And that means cultivating relationships with the gods, so that when we do go to them for support, they will actually offer that moral support instead of saying, who are you exactly? Don't be the person who only goes to the gods when they want something. Make sure you're actually cultivating genuine relationships that are reciprocal. So that is what I have for you today. Of course, we will have the daily forecast coming back tomorrow. In the meantime, let me know what you thought of this. Share any of your tidbits. Tell me about your plans for this weekend. Are you doing anything fun? Is the weather letting you do anything that's fun? Tell me all about it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.